Oops. What's going on, you guys? What is going on? What is going on, you guys? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, y'all. What is going on in the building, y'all? Okay, what is going on? What is going on? What is going on, y'all? So we are here for a little bit of mess today. We're gonna be here for about an hour. So we got a couple of topics that I did want to get into. We got about 5 topics we're gonna dig into today, and y'all gonna hear my mouth. And some things y'all might agree with, some things you're probably not gonna agree with. I mean, it's the way of life. Everybody ain't gonna agree with everything that comes out of my mouth. You feel what I'm saying? As much as I love the Scotty gang, as much as I would love for everybody to be on my side, it really don't matter, because that's not the way that life works. So hopefully we can have a civilized conversation on certain things that we're here to discuss on Yes for the Mess. So y'all, I went to work today, but I'm gonna be off again tomorrow. But I went to work today, and um I got home from work and I went straight to fucking sleep. So I woke up not too long ago. Woke up not too long ago, trying to get up to do this live or whatever. But thank God I did my graphics. Thank God I had my stories ready that I wanted to talk about and everything like that. So I would not be late for this damn live. Okay. Like, period. So he's an on time guy. I always try to do things the quickest way, so when I wake up I can already be ready and already have things on ready. Okay, so period. So I don't really like being late for lives and shit, even though I seem to be late most of the time, like a couple of minutes late for lives most of the time. But I don't really like to be late, so I try my best to be on time, honey. I do. Y'all know that we get this thing started at the 5 minute mark. So, I'm just having a little bit of small talk with y'all before we really get into some things today. Y'all see this stuff that's going on in the news about Yandy and this alleged London side piece, child. I'll probably talk more about that tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because it ain't gonna be no chasing panel tomorrow, because there won't be no Chasing Dallas episode on tomorrow. So we won't be doing the chasing panel. And plus, I got to film tomorrow anyway. So most of the content that I'm gonna be doing, I'll be doing it, early in the day. But yes, the people are talking about Yandy with this London side nigga. And I gotta wait till tomorrow to really dig my claws into this story and really talk about it. Cause baby, yeah, yes, honey. Yes. I'm very interested to see about this. And are they gonna talk about it on this new season of Love and Hip Hop, which starts airing next month? So that means I got a lot to get ready for. I gotta get ready for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I gotta get ready for Love and Mary Charlottesville to return. Yeah, all the shows coming back in rotation. Because the only 2 shows that I'm reviewing right now is Housewives of Atlanta and Basketball Wives. So, but anyhow, we got less than a minute before we get started. Y'all know that the goal is to get 100 people with every live, and we're almost at that goal. We're at 75 people so far, and y'all, we're almost at the threshold for 57K, y'all. We have 90 more subs to go before we get to 57K. So if you are brand new to this platform and stuff like that, honey, go on and subscribe to my platform so we can hit our goal of 57K. One of our goals of 57K. The real goal is to hit 60K before the end of the year. But we'll see how that goes. But for the most part, we're almost at 57K. So make sure you guys are subscribing and all of those great things, honey. Okay. Let me see. Let me see what mods are in here before we get started, because we're about to get into some things. I see Andrea, Tracy. Those are the only 2 mods that I see in here. So shout out to Andrea and Tracy. So now that we're at the 5 minute mark, we at 85 people. We're almost at 100. So let's go ahead and get into the mess of it all for today. All right. So let's get this thing started with Claressa Shields, aka Papooses new girlfriend, aka Remy Ma's nemesis. So for those of you who don't know, the BET Awards was on Monday. And there was an award up for let me see. I think it was for Sportswoman of the Year, and the award went to Angel Reese. And when it went to Angel Reese, Claressa took to social media to speak about her dismay about the award going to Angel instead of her. So let's go ahead and get into that. So let me take this overlay out. So this is what she said. So she took to Twitter and she was like, ain't nobody saying Angel Reese don't have the accolades or she not good. I'm saying I thought the person with the most accolades and accomplishments would win the award. I'm team Angel Reese. I still don't know how I didn't win Sportswoman of the Year for the BET Awards, but congrats to Angel Reese and all the other nominees. I just thought that accolades mattered. So I just want, when I saw that, I was like, girl, it's giving sore loser. And girl, just because you won Papoose and you beat Remy Ma at the punch for Papoose, that don't mean that you deserve an award. And when people give out awards, they don't go about who has the most accolades. Because if that's the case, Mariah Carey would have been had a goddamn BET award a long time ago. Did you not just hear her say that her Icon Award was her very first BET award? So girl, what the fuck make you think you so damn special? Let's be clear. Last year, when I was nominated for 2 Boss Babe Awards and I didn't win, I wasn't mad about that shit. I congratulated Bundy for winning. I didn't know who the hell Trippin' and Trimmy was, but congrats to you for winning Podcast of the Year. What the fuck am I mad for? You feel what I'm saying? Like, why go out here? I feel like it's very tacky when you're at an award show and you don't win, and then you go and you try to take away somebody else's moment for you to talk about how you don't understand why it wasn't you. It really is reminiscent of the whole thing with Lil Wayne and the whole situation where it went down with the whole with the whole thing with the Super Bowl. It's like, okay, you taking away the moment from Kendrick Lamar because you feel like you should have had it, instead of just being, congratulating Kendrick Lamar for having the shit. But yet you wish that you had it so bad that you're gonna take his moment away. So now it's not even about Kendrick Lamar even having it. It's more so about, oh, Rock Nation, they mad at Lil Wayne and yada yada yada. And I'm just like, so to see Claressa, who I did not know until she started fucking Papoose, not to take away nothing from her, let's be clear, but to see her get up there and take away Angel Reese's moment, it's fucked up. She won, girl. Let it go. She won. And there's nothing that you can do about it. There's going to be some times when there's award shows and shit that you're not going to win. I'm not going to win every time I'm nominated for a Boss Baby Award. Bitch, I didn't think I was going to win this year. Bundy had to pinch me when we were sitting at the table together when I won this year. I ain't think I won this shit. I didn't think I did anything remarkable over the last year to win a damn thing, but I won. So, girl, when it's your time, it's going to be your time. But right now, it's not your time right now. It's not. And I just feel like that comment was not really necessary. You didn't even have to say that. Let me look at some of the comments right now. Trish Renee, I hope I'm saying that right. Also, Homegirl is mostly known for being a side chick. What does BET look like awarding her? They're not trying to be dragged. Well, I don't really think that the side chick thing is really anything to be worried about when it comes down to her being not, winning shit, because they've awarded people for worse. So I don't think the side chick thing really is the issue. Like, read the room, Claressa. She didn't even need to complain publicly. Rather, she agreed with who won or not. And that's the problem. It was very tone deaf and she did not read the room at all. It's like, girl, read it. Read the damn room and know that, girl, what we doing? What we doing? Like, what we talking about here? You feel what I'm saying? She is better than a lot of people integrity-wise. Claressa, we only know her from Papoose. Get over it. Let me see. She thought she was going up there with Papoose and thank her man. See, that's the problem. See, she thought that she was finna go up there and pull a lot out. I want to thank my man. I want to thank my man. Papoose, my man. I want to thank my man. I want to thank my man. That's in the audience, my man. I want to thank my man. my man. That's what she thought she was finna get up there and do. And then when she didn't get the chance to do that, when she didn't get a chance to win the award and go up there on that podium and think, come man, she got mad. That's what she mad about. She can't go up there and think, come man, you didn't win. Grow up. Don't be a sore loser. And don't take away somebody else's moment just because you mad. What we taking away somebody else's moment for because you mad? Like, I don't even get that, nor do I understand it. And I'm really tired of her with her. I'm tired of her, honestly. Like, I really ain't had no problem with Claressa like everybody else has, but I'm kind of sick of, like, it's given I'm sick of her right now, for real. Because she always running her mouth about something and always talking shit and always got something to say. Like, you ain't even have to say that. Like, you making so much fucking noise right now, mainly because you fucking on papoose. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, girl. Let's not do that. You're annoying. You are fucking annoying. And I'm gonna need for you to stop. You being linked to Papoose don't mean shit. Like, girl, come on now. I realized a while ago that despite the talent, skill, and accomplishments, because we're talking about an Olympic medal winner, she wants to be famous and is a clout chaser and is really pathetic. Yes, it is. It's given pathetic. Like, girl, it's given I want to be known. It's given I want to be down. It's given I want to be down with what you're going through and I want to win an award because of what you're going through. Like, that's what it's given. Like, girl, shut the hell up. Shout out to Fatty Back Soup for the $4.99 super chat. She's acting like Kanye. Like, right. I really cannot stand when people take away somebody else's moment to bring light to themselves or other people that they feel should have won. You feel what I'm saying? Like when Really B was nominated for YouTuber of the Year and Bundy won, you don't see her getting on her social media trying to say, I don't understand why I didn't win. I ain't taking away from Bundy Blue, but I don't understand why I ain't win. You know what I mean? Like, I don't recall her saying no bullshit like that. Why? Because it is what it is. Somebody else won. Be thankful you was nominated for something. It's called being an adult. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. The girls are weird. The girls are weird. But she been weird for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest. What's really the tea? What's really the tea and what's going on here? Because I ain't nobody really got time for that bullshit. Like, for real, for real. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. Like, that was completely unnecessary. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next topic of the day. All right. Well, of the evening, because it is 7 over here on the south side of ATL right now. 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock in other places. Let's move on to the next topic. And that is Porsha and Simon Gobadia. Let's get into Porsha and Simon Gobadia. As we get into them, make sure you guys are liking the video, you're subscribing to the platform, and we're headed towards 200 people in this chat. We're over 100. We're halfway to 200 people. So let's get these likes up and let's share this video so people can see it. Okay. Now, this has been a talk of the town for the last couple of days about Porsha and Simon, honey. Now, apparently, Porsha Williams and her estranged husband, Simon Gobadia, okay? He has been released from ICE detention and he's been deported right on back to Nigeria, honey. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the story at hand, y'all. All right. So it states, according to U.S. Weekly, Porsha Williams' estranged husband, Simon Gobadia, has been released from ICE custody and deported back to his home country, Nigeria, after spending months at a detention center. Gobadia's friend and business partner tells us that the Nigeria-born businessman was sent on a flight back home a couple of days ago. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security website no longer lists Gobadia as being in their system. The friend and business partner said that he was in good spirits after a tough experience at the detention center, which was the first time he had ever been behind bars. The friend also added that Gobadia is not mad at President Donald Trump and would like a sit down with him. I'm sure you would. So that's pretty much the gist of that. So he basically saying, well, I ain't really mad at, President Trump for, deporting my ass. But at the same point in time, I would love to have a sit down with him. What do you need to have a sit down with Donald Trump for, Simon? What did we sit down having a conversation with Donald Trump for? To be honest, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we talking to Trump? Huh? I'm just saying, like, what are we talking about? No, for real though, what we talking about? Because, like, come on now. You sound crazy. Because there ain't nothing for y'all to be discussing. But somebody in the comments definitely asked the question, and I felt like it was a completely, sensible question. That was like, what happens to the house, though? That is a good question. Does that mean that Porsha keeps the house or what? Because I know that they're not officially divorced right now. I think they're still going through the proceedings. So I'm guessing she's still in the house, maybe. I don't know. But if she's going to remain in the house is the damn question. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Like what the tea gonna be? Like, is she gonna keep the house even after the divorce proceedings are over? But it's so crazy how the tables turn. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was love wins and love this and love that, love wins, love wins, love wins, love wins, all that love shit. And now the deportation won. Now that won, and all this other stuff. And I just feel like it's kind of crazy and it's kind of weird right about now that now Porsha, like some of the Porsha fans who was going up for Simon, now they're dragging him. But it's just like, for me, Simon was never worth the damn in the first place. Y'all just thought Porsha won because of this damn lifestyle that she got. But the way that she got him was fucked up. And y'all was upholding Porsha with all of that stuff. And it didn't even last no more than a year. Didn't last no more than a goddamn year. Let me see. Oh shit. Somebody from France is watching. Okay, bitch, I'm worldwide. That's why I said what I said on Facebook yesterday. Because somebody back home was like, if it wasn't for this Facebook app, none of y'all would be some of y'all wouldn't be shit. And I shared the post that she made, and I was like, bitch, I'm worldwide. What you talking about? I got motherfuckers in France watching me, honey. I got people like in the UK watching Scotty by Nature TV. So you can say whatever you want to say, but baby, I am worldwide, honey. Okay, I am worldwide. So you can keep that shit to yourself, honey. Okay. But anyway, but I mean, it's just crazy how it, like Monica says, it's funny how the tables turn. Like, it is, because I'm just saying, y'all, people really thought that shit was cute when she was walking around here, laying up on Simon and, giving him the best of her. Amazing, doing all this shit, and when Porsha first got married to Simon, she had a little glow about her, like she was real happy, she was money struck. You feel what I'm saying? So I just feel like any interview that she was in or any post that she made, Porsha would give us a damn, glow up. When we met, I always knew that I could feel the magic for you. And my mind constantly in my arms is where you should be. Okay? I love you here by me. You make my, what is it? Oh my God. You let my love shine freely. Okay. She wanted Simon in her life for all time. Okay. I. Caught up in the rapture of love. Caught up in the rapture of private jets. Caught up in the rapture of scam. Nothing else can compare. Because Porsha felt the magic of him. The feeling's always new. Oh, somebody up in here from what she say? I just missed it. Oh, you in England too? Oh, okay. Now we got people from England up here. Like I said, bitch, we worldwide, honey. We worldwide. Like I said, y'all can't tell me nothing. I'm a legacy YouTuber, honey, and I'm still here 15 years later and still growing the fan base. I'm still here. I'm still here. Speaking of legacy YouTubers, I think I said this on another live. I know this ain't got nothing to do with nothing, but me and Jamar and Bando, when we was at and Carl, when we was at Bulldogs like a weekend or two ago, we ran into Quadir. I was so starstruck, y'all. I love me some Quadir. I still love Quadir. Oh my God. Like, I don't know. I love me some Quadir. Anyway, I just had to throw that out there. But yes, I'm just wondering. Not the scammer and the tramp. Oh my God. 265 days of the year. Not 265 days of the year. Oh my God. I can't with y'all. Y'all are crazy. But I mean, listen. If Porsha, I just don't know what to say. Porsha was happy with that man, y'all. She was happy with that man. She was. And then she saw him for who he really was. But here's the thing, though. And, I'm not going to stay on Porsha long because, I ain't trying to sound like a Porsha obsessor, a hater, or nothing like that. But Porsha barely knew Simon. That's my whole point. Like, Porsha did not know that man when she married him. So it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's the tea? Like, why did you even marry him like that anyway? Like why were you so in a rush to get what was it that made you be engaged to him? Because you didn't know him worth a damn. So to me, it's like, what's going on? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what's the tea? Why did you marry him so quick? Like, what was it about him that made you want to get your ring? You know what I mean? So you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's, I don't know. She still don't, just like Payne just said, she still don't know that man. Still don't know him. And my thing is, just like somebody just said, money. She saw dollar signs. Okay, right. Like, that's what she saw, the money, and she was ready to risk it all for the motherfucking money. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's what she was willing to do. And it's never really smart to just marry somebody or get with them for money, because you don't know what, these men will tell you, I want you to quit your job. I want you to quit your job, baby. The world could be yours, baby. I could take care of you. Be with me. Please be with me. Okay? Like, you ain't got to do shit. You can just sit at home, have my kids, and not have to work a day in your life. How that sound to you, baby? Yes, it sounds so good to me. Oh my God. I love not working me a 9 to 5. I could just sit home, fuck you all day, have your damn kids. Oh my God. And have all of the money and get my ass kicked in the process. They don't tell you that. They just want you to see that they live in a good, luxurious lifestyle and shit like that. And you ain't making your own money, so you're really at his damn mercy because you ain't making his own damn money. You ain't making your own money. Just remember, as soon as she got with that man, she quit all her jobs. All her jobs. Quit the Housewives. Quit Dish Nation. Then put out a damn book. Quit all her jobs. Went and got a damn spinoff and made herself look crazy. Okay? Like, quit all your damn jobs. Quit all your jobs. Only for you to find out he was a scammer. But you thought it was cute when he did that shit to Fallen, girl. You thought it was cute, and everybody else thought it was cute, and it's crazy to me. But Porsha, she gon' milk that big ass, them big hips, and her nice smile and her pretty face for the next rich man, and I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. She pretty. If I was a rich man, I'd probably wipe her pretty ass up too, to be quite honest. If I was a rich man, if I was a rich straight man that's looking for a young trophy wife that I just need to just sit her ass at home and wash my motherfucking dishes and clean my motherfucking house and shit, and I can pay her for it. I can just give her a $40,000 allowance. I'd probably do it too. Take her to every fucking event known to mankind. Taking her to events that I don't even give a fuck about. Cause she look good on my arm. Just being honest. So if Porsha want to get her another nigga, she can. Another rich one. You know, because in the words of city girls. Because if I fuck a rich nigga, I'ma fuck you till you ain't one. Because that's what she gonna do. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into the next story of the day, of the evening, and that is Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman, honey. Now Ralph is tired of Drew speaking on him and being extremely disrespectful to him, even though he's been extremely disrespectful to her and shit like that, being extremely disrespectful to her and all that. But he's saying that she's being extremely disrespectful to him. I'm guessing because of her recent stint on Watch What Happens Live, he decided to go to the internet and try to put her ass out on blast. You feel what I'm saying? So let's get into it. So I guess Drew said that he had a woman in the basement, right? So Ralph then came out and said, Drew, you're being extremely disrespectful. The only reason I'm in the basement is because you lied and said I'm abusing my son. Now you're lying about me bringing a woman in the house. This is what truth looks like. I can keep going looking desperate. So this is Drew. Now I don't know. I don't know who this is. This rap texting Drew? I mean, I don't know. But these are the text messages because I don't know what the fuck going on here. I'm not too keen on who talking to Drew. But all I know is that whoever phone this is Drew. I don't know if it's Rap talking to Drew or what. But it says he said just kidding. I was about to say, but he told me he got sex about 3 times since he seen me. Damn, are you asking? He asked me how long it's been since he seen me and I had sex. I said 12 days. He looked at me sideways and then I asked him the same and he laughed. He said about 3 times since I seen you. Damn, that's no fun. How much can you take? You can control that. He said he started talking back to girls he cut off while dealing with me. Okay, well, sis, are you able to hear all of that and be okay? He think he got a girl coming over and I refuse to hang up. Let me see. That's the thing. I don't know who the fuck he talking to. That's the thing. I don't know what the hell going on. So the next batch of text messages is him saying, Drew is dealing with Black sexually, trying to get back with me. Most of the things you saw on TV was fabricated. I played the bad guy for Drew to keep her peach, and now she's taking it too far. Tampa didn't happen the way y'all thought. She had my location on her phone. So I guess these are supposed to be the messages between her and Black. So Black allegedly is saying, are you cuffing me, Miss Adora? Consider yourself cuffed, baby. Don't be selfish. You know what's up. Okay, Mr. Black. Landing at 10:15 p.m. Pacific, but probably have to do an early day. I'll let you know when I land, though. Dang, do I need to arrange anything? Danny has your rental car reserved. Which company? I just feel like I need to be your manager. No fee. And so that's when Ralph came back and says, I advise Drew to stop lying and speaking negatively about my character and integrity and or discrediting my name. This bad guy storyline was successfully used every season, and now it's time to say goodbye. For the record, I have no malice towards any man or woman for taking what's thrown at them. I heard and saw the extortion play. It's a cold world, okay? Now let me see what else is being said here. Let me put this back. Let me put this back up here because I don't want to get no copyrights, child. So hold on.
It's I actually went to my daughter's. I've never talked about this publicly, but I went to my daughter's they had like a school lunch with the parents. And so I went with my daughter to surprise her for lunch. And it was this girl like me mugging me. Her daughter was in my daughter's class.
Parent?
She was me mugging me.
She was a parent.
A parent. Intentional. It was like, you know, if you see somebody, you're just eating like the little turkey and
Not
the
a
cold cuts they
parent.
have. And she's like, what? And I was like,
parent.
okay, you're right. And she was like, aren't you? Da, 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 da. And I'm like, well, you know who
Everybody,
I am.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Ma'am,
clearly,
you know
like
who I
you see
am,
my
yeah.
daughter
Yeah.
and da, da. And I was
seen
like,
the
what's your
show.
name? And so she said her name. I was like, oh,
Hi, nice to meet you.
hi, you've been in my house. She was
Your name
like,
is on the thing.
in the basement working out with Ralph. I was like,
Ooh.
yeah. Oh,
Getting
well,
worked out.
yeah. I've had people in my basement, but they're in my basement. So I'm just like,
Wait, hold on. There's been women in the basement?
oh, it's been women in the basement. I have the manifesto. We live in a gated community, so all I have to do is call the gate and I get the names. I actually went to my daughter's. I've never talked about this publicly, but I went to my daughter's.
So it might not have been the Watch What Happens Live that got him kind of tight, but it's probably this right here that got him tight. So here's the thing. Now, when it comes down to these text messages and shit like that, I really don't know what's true. Looking at those text messages between her and Mr. Black, it seems like playful flirting. It doesn't really indicate that she fucking Black to me. Am I wrong? Because I read those messages to y'all. So because the part that he clipped up and put him on social media, I don't really think that indicates that she fucking him. I don't think that indicates that she fucking him. It might be a little bit of flirting going on or whatever, but it don't look like they're talking about fucking. I feel like Ralph is, doing the absolute most trying to reach to make Drew look bad. And my thing about this situation is this here. Like, if you really being lied on, you got a podcast. If you're going to tell your truth, go ahead and tell your motherfucking truth then. Go ahead and tell your truth. But to me, it feels as though you just sitting up here just making up shit as you go because you're looking like the bad guy. But here's my thing with you men, though. Whenever y'all going through a divorce with these women and stuff like that, and then y'all on this reality show, and y'all know that these reality shows stem from storylines and shit like that, like y'all be knowing that shit, but then y'all get mad when y'all get the backlash from playing a certain part. Like you sitting up here saying, I played the bad guy for many, many seasons so you can keep your peach, and now I'm not finna do it no more. But you should know what comes with playing a bad guy. When you are a person that's doing certain shit on a reality show, whether it's for the show or not, people are gonna drag you. They're gonna call you names. And it is what it is. That's the same thing that's the same thing I went into web reality learning, that there may be some things that I do on this show that people probably gonna drag me for filth about, and that's absolutely okay. I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm here to do a fucking job. I'm here to make a show. So therefore, if the people get mad, they're just gonna fucking get mad. It is what it is. So you chose to play the bad guy for Drew to keep her peach, but you're not playing anything. You're being who the fuck you are. And that's a miserable ass nigga who can't accept the fact that his woman has decided to move on with her motherfucking life. That's what you fail to realize, and that's what you fail to fucking do. You fail to make that shit plain. You mad that she's moved on. And you talking about Tampa did not happen the way that she said it did. So how did it happen, Ralph? How did it happen? How did it happen? How did Tampa really happen? Because we keep on going back to Tampa and we still don't know what actually happened in Tampa. So, because you ain't never been forthcoming about what actually happened in Tampa. So what in the hell happened in Tampa since Drew is supposedly lying about it? Honestly, though, I'm just saying, what really happened in Tampa? I'm waiting for the answer. I'm just waiting on the answer because you ain't gave me no answer yet. Let me see. Scotty, do you think that Ralph will be at the reunion? He should. All this mess, he done got started. Ralph was at Mix and Felix in Atlanta. Where is that at here in Atlanta, child? You know, I ain't really did a lot of exploring, honey. I need to get to a lot of these places. If they weren't going through this divorce, would he be playing games in the basement? We over Tampa, exactly. I'm just trying to figure out why we're supposed to care if he agreed to the bad guy edit. And that is what I am saying. If that's what you agreed to, so Drew can keep her motherfucking peach, why the fuck should we be mad at Drew because you chose to do that? You chose to do that. And I'm supposed to feel bad for something that you chose to do. You got me fucked up. You got me and everybody else fucked up, homeboy. Seriously. And the fact that I used to think that you were so fine and I would want to risk it all and shit. Ralph, you ugly as a motherfucker, my nigga. You ugly as hell. You ugly as a motherfucker. I can't even get it. I'm not even attracted to you no more because you're so damn ugly as a person. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the hell? Like, because this is what we're doing right now. Like, this is what we're doing. Like, we're going to these levels. Like, you already got a basement podcast. You got a basement podcast, and here you go now, trying your hardest to, you know, make Drew look bad and shit. But it really, to be honest, it's really, you know, not making her look bad at all. To be honest, it's making you look bad. All this time that you're spending trying to make Drew look so damn bad in this situation, you making yourself look bad, honestly. You ain't really doing nothing more than what nobody, like, come on now, you sound just like these hurt ass niggas. You sound like these hurt ass niggas out here. That's what you sound like. You sound like a hurt ass niggas. You hurt and miserable, as Lotto would say. You're hurt, bitch, and you mad that she done moved on with her life. That's what it is. So it is what it is. And here's the thing, whether I would still hit or not, that ain't got nothing to do with what we talking about. What we talking about is the fact that he ain't even attracted to me no more. That's all I'm saying. So, but Ralph need to go to hell and just shut the fuck up because you put yourself in this damn situation. You did that. So if you want to speak you keep on threatening to talk about this and you keep on threatening to talk about that and you want to speak your truth and you want to do this, then you go ahead and do that. Stop sending out droplets of tea, because that's what you've been doing. Droplets of tea here and there. You feel what I'm saying? To make your point. You're not making your point. You're just focused. Instead of speaking your so-called truth, you're so you're at the point where I'm just gonna make Drew look bad, and that's all that's gonna happen. I'm just here to make Drew look bad. I'm just here to make Drew look bad, and that's just that on that. But you're not making her look bad, and the only people that's buying into the bullshit that you're saying are people that already don't like Drew anyway. People that got some sense ain't buying your bullshit. That's all I'm saying, Ralph. So you can fool whoever you want to, but you're not fooling me. Just like I'm not fooling people when I say I don't want to fuck you no more. I'm not fooling nobody. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. We're going to go ahead and get into my girl, K Michelle. Now, as you guys already know, K Michelle has been on this journey of following her dreams and getting into the career of country music. She's been talking about her love for country music from the moment she got into the game. That has always been the music that K Michelle has always wanted to sing. For those of you that are day one fans like myself, because I've been a day one, I've been a K Michelle fan since 2009. So I've been here since long before Love and Hip Hop. I've always known that the first tape that she ever got was from the Judds. Even when she was a stripper, she was sing, you know, a lot of country. She would sing country music while she was stripping on stage and stuff when she was a stripper. Like, she talked about all that. So K Michelle has always wanted to do a country album. As a matter of fact, when K Michelle was signed to Atlantic Records, by the time she made it to her, if y'all remember her album More Issues Than Vogue, that was actually supposed to be her country album called The Colored Entrance, but it also had another name that was I Ain't White But I Hope You Like. And if you remember this country record that she did that went viral, that whole Mountaintop song that went viral, you know what I mean? I might play it for you guys or whatever on here because it's not copyrighted, nothing like that. Like it's not released to nothing. But she had a song that went viral that she was playing on her Instagram live called Mountaintop. And it went viral and people really still want that song to this day. She made that song in 2016. 2015 she made that song. So that song is literally 10 years old and people still want it. But however, she was doing this podcast interview with American songwriter, and she had to check this white lady that was interviewing her. So we're going to go ahead and get into that now. And then we'll be right back because y'all know I got a whole lot to say about this. So let's get into it.
So talk to us for a second about your relationship with country music, because I feel like we just kind of got you. You haven't, you didn't grow up here in country music. So kind of tell people, kind of introduce yourself to them and then tell them how you arrived in Nashville. What brought you here?
Yes. I did grow up in country music. You do this all the time. I did grow up in country music. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. I got a scholarship for yodeling. That's how I paid for college. My start to you, to be seen to you, has been when the Judds people themselves reached out to me to go and pay Naomi Judd tribute. That was the first tape I ever got. And that was Love Can Build a Bridge. And it's always been a thing for me. I was told I could not sing country music because I was Black, but it was something I had always been doing and will continue to do. I'm born and raised in Tennessee. I didn't fly here. I grew here.
You grew here.
Yeah. I grew here in Tennessee. And I am so happy to be able to sing the songs of who I am and what it is I want to. So I'm happy that people like you are just discovering me though. And I'm happy to be here for that. So happy that you have.
We're not just discovering you. We just haven't heard you on contemporary country radio yet, right?
Well, you don't hear a lot of women on contemporary radio, period, right now.
That's
okay.
Right.
And you really don't hear a Black one.
But
you will.
To, right?
You're about to. Yes, you will.
So tell us about the music that you're working on.
The music is absolutely amazing. I was told by my label head that I have the most country album in Nashville, period, right now.
So
okay, so that was my girl who no one could ever make me hate, K. Michelle. And she was talking about her country music journey. And this woman who was supposed to be a damn interviewer, a journalist, if you will, she's going to ask her, first of all, how you going to tell her how she grew up? That was the first thing that pissed me off. Because, girl, how the fuck you going to tell me how I grew up? Like, that was very condescending and shady as fuck when she said, well, you didn't really grow up here in country music, so what brought you to Nashville? Dummy, the girl is from Memphis, Tennessee. She grew up in fucking Tennessee, okay? She grew up there. That's number one. So how you going to tell her that she did not grow up in this country music thing when she's been in tune with, country music since she been out? That girl been trying to make a country album since she been in the business. And not to mention, although people, here's the thing, when it comes to K. Michelle, people don't really look into her catalog and really take her as an artist. K. Michelle is way more artistic as an artist than people really want to give her credit for. K. Michelle can make hip hop and R&B records. She can make straight R&B records. She can make pop records. She can make country records as well. If you listen to her album, Anybody Want to Buy Your Heart, right? She has a country song on there called God, I Get It. It's the last record on the album. It's called God, I Get It on her second album. Okay, that's the first thing. If you listen to her third album, More Issues in Vogue, it has different sounds infused into that album. It has R&B, it has hip hop, it has pop records, and it has country records. The record If It Ain't Love is a song that she wanted to be one of her singles, but Atlantic said that if they released that, it would, if they gave that song to what's her name, Taylor Swift, it would be a hit. However, she's K. Michelle, so she's not going to be able to sell that song being K. Michelle, and it's a whole country record. That is on her third album, More Issues Than Vogue. Not to mention, on the Target, the Best Buy version of More Issues Than Vogue, the two bonus records are country records. One is called Memphis, and one is called The Life I Chose. So if you never heard any one of those records, I suggest you go and pick those up and listen to them on YouTube, because they're on YouTube. They're not up for streaming at all. They're definitely on YouTube. And also, if you want to go to her fourth album, which is Kimberly, The People I Used to Know, it also had a lot of hip hop, R&B, pop, and country influences on that album as well. And I can tell you certain records off that album that are country records. She has a record on there called Run, Don't Walk. That's a country record. Okay. That's a country record. And it's up for streaming. I suggest you go listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to play this girl like, don't try to play her like she ain't got no roots in country music at all. If you listen to her old mixtapes, she has a remake of Bring On the Rain, and all that other stuff. Like, I Know You Won't, or something like that too. Like, this girl been singing country records. She's always had country influences in her music. She yodels even in her R&B records. Not to mention, okay, she got a damn scholarship to FAMU for damn yodeling, and that's how she paid for college. So if you're gonna interview this girl and if you're gonna look into her background, then what are we talking about? What exactly are we talking about? So it is what it is. And Too Feisty, I don't think you were listening. I just named a couple of songs that she's done. Not to mention, on this last album that she did, she has a record on there called Tennessee. That was a bonus track on her album. So the girl has made country music, and the girl has openly discussed what she loves about the country music genre and how she's always wanted to do it. Now she's signed to a country label that's allowing her to put out her country music. And the question that Too Feisty just asked me, and I'll go ahead and answer that question. Respectfully, where's the music? I just told you where the music at. If you listen to her album, she has country records on some of her albums already. I just told you that. Okay, so I answered that. She's been talking about country music for nearly a decade at this point. Where is it? Okay, so since you asked me that, let's get into that part of the question. When she was on Atlantic, they would not allow her to put out no country music. You also got to think about the record label that was stifling her and wanting to keep her in the same lane that she's been in. If you really want to know, and if you really listen to K. Michelle, if you really follow K. Michelle closely the same way that I do, you would know this. She's never wanted to be in the lane that she's in. She's never wanted to be one of Mary J. Blige's daughters. She never wanted to be that. She came in wanting to be a country singer. They would not allow her to do it. Any record label that she was on, they always said that you're black. You cannot sing country music because you're black. They always told her that they were going to allow her to put out a country album. As I just stated, her album, More Issues Than Vogue, was supposed to be her country album. She sent in a whole country western album to them, and they didn't want it. They made her go back in the studio and record all those urban records that you hear on More Issues Than Vogue. That was supposed to be her country album. Then they said, okay, after you put out this urban album, we'll let you put out a country EP. They still didn't let her do it. So every single time she came to her label with this notion of, I want to put out a country album. I want to sing the songs that I want to sing. I want to be able to grow as an artist. And they told her no. So that's why I take offense a lot of times when people ask that question. She's been talking about country music for a decade. Where's the music? She's been placed in a box by these record labels, and they won't allow her to do her. So that's why, as a fan, when people ask that question, I kind of get on the defense about it, because I follow her closely. I've been following her since 2009, and she's been talking about it for years. So it is what it is. So at the end of the day, she just did what the CMA Fest. She just did that. And she's working with, I think she did a song with Dolly Parton. Like, she's actually working on her her country album. She was going to put it out independently, but she chose to sign with the country label so she can have the backing that she wants to have. For this to be her first country album, she wants it to get to the masses. And that's just what it is. So people can feel however they want to about it, but that's the truth of the matter. So that's how I feel about it. So at the end of the day, I can't wait for her to put this country record out so she can put naysayers to rest. And I can't wait for her to show people that she really does have the chops and the influence and the sauce for country music. This girl been on the warpath talking about country music even before she signed to Atlantic. She's been talking about country music since she went to Jive. These labels, you got to realize these labels are not allowing these artists to really grow. They're not. If you really think about it, like even with the networks, I remember when, you know, this ain't got nothing to do with music, but I remember when Tasha K said that BET wanted to buy her show. And when she went to them and had a meeting with them, they wanted her to do this and they wanted her to do that. And they wanted her to turn around and they wanted her to do this and they wanted her to do that. And she chose to stay on YouTube because it's more effective and that's what she wants to do. It allows her to be who she is. When she does, I better see you bougie school to that yeehaw music, Scotty. If you were listening, I just named some of the country records that she's done, and I know the words to every single one of them. I know the words to every single one of those country records that she's made already. So I would definitely be yeehawing to that country music when it does come out. Absolutely. Just know that. Just know that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and move on to the last topic of the day. And I felt the need to talk about this because I'm going to go ahead and talk about it because she's getting a lot of backlash. And what I'm talking about, Nene Leaks, right? So she did this podcast. Well, she did an interview with T.S. Madison. And T.S. Madison was explaining gender identity to Nene Leaks while discussing dating preference. And because of that, people felt some kind of way about the things that she said, right? Now, being that I'm a part of the LGBTQ community, my opinion on this may ruffle a little feathers and people might be mad at what I'm about to say, but we're going to wait till after we listen to what was said, because the reason why I say that people are going to be mad at what I say is because it's more so of a difference of opinion. Anytime I say, I've been accused of being transphobic many a times by one podcaster in particular, but I always speak, you know, when it comes down to transgender stuff, I'm not the most educated on that. So I only speak on what I know. And if there's things that I don't understand, I openly say that I don't understand it. So we're going to get into what she said first, and then we're going to get into what I think about what she said. How about that? So let's get into it.
Do you only know gay men?
Well, I don't date gay men.
Well, okay. Well, I you know, when you guys be saying that, that's weird.
Why?
Because what do you mean you don't date gay men? Because if he is sleeping with you and sleeping with a woman, he's something.
Well, he's not gay.
What is he?
He's definitely not gay.
He's bi?
Listen, because if a man come in here and he looks at me and you.
Yeah. What is he?
Well, he likes women.
Yeah, because he doesn't know.
Well, if he does know, he likes women.
Okay.
Now,
so, but what is he?
Well, that will possibly, it's a possibility.
He's bisexual?
He could be bi or he could be pan.
Okay, what was pan? I forgot. That means you be whatever you like, whatever you like.
Hearts,
pan.
not hearts.
Right. So whatever you see you like, whatever I'm on, that's what I'm on today.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
You know, a lot of men are.
Yeah. Do you only know gay men?
Well, I don't date gay men.
Well, okay. Well, I you know, when you got
a lot of men are a lot of men are pan, but they don't say anything. Like
I don't want to run into them. I don't want to date him.
Nene, if you've dated,
I need you to like
Nene. If you've
Hello
dated,
Kitty all the time.
If you've dated men,
yes.
If you've dated men, there's a possibility in your life that
He's been with a man.
he's been with something.
What do you mean he's been with something?
He's been outside. I mean, here's the thing. I know that women consider trans women men because we were born male, but there's a difference between being man and male.
I get it. But you have your part.
That's correct.
So he can love you and think you're so beautiful, and I want to sleep with you.
There are men who deal with me that won't touch my parts. Anytime you see,
but does he know it's there?
Yeah, he knows it's there. I'm not hiding it.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I mean, that
wouldn't
make any sense.
Well, I've had gentlemen to tell me. A lot of men are a lot of men are paying, but they won't. I've had gentlemen to tell me, "Hey, put a pillow over that," and I'm like, "Well, you're not the nigga for me. You don't have to touch it and deal with it." But I'm not hiding shit from you.
So, okay, wait a minute. We gotta go back and figure this out.
Yeah.
So the man.
Now we talking.
Yeah. So the man gonna be sleeping with me and you. I don't want to talk to him no more.
You don't.
No.
Because
see, he's not telling me the truth. 9 times out of 10. The guy seemed like he would come and tell me that he's bisexual. So what if he never told me? Isn't he lying to me? You said they wake up and lie.
They do.
So he woke up and lied.
But how can we make men comfortable to even say that they find other things outside?
I don't know, but I feel like he should tell me what he likes.
But here's the thing: you might demonize him for telling.
I won't. I just probably won't be with him.
Yeah, that is correct. And then men risk they risk losing that. You know, there's some. Well, I've had gentlemen to tell me. They risk losing that. You know, there's some men that have experiences, just like there are women that have had an experience.
Well, why he can't do to me the same thing he doing to you?
Because I don't have a pussy.
But that's okay, you're right. I forgot. Okay.
I don't have a pussy.
But he's coming over there looking at your beautiful hair and makeup. Well, he can't come over my house and see mine.
Well, yeah.
Well, what's going on?
Well, shit.
Why the hell you going to sleep with me then going to sleep with you for?
Men like variety.
Oh, please. I don't want him.
What? They risk losing that. You know, there's some.
Okay, so that was Nene and this conversation with T.S. Madison about, gender identity and things like that, right? Now, Nene has gotten backlash for what she said in regards to what she said up here. Now, T.S. Madison has come out and defended Nene. So we're going to get into that first before I go into what my thoughts and opinions are on this. Now, if you can't see it on the screen, I'll read it to you. These are some hard facts. Number one, if you are female that's dated multiple men in your life, it's a possibility that one of those men have experienced something you may deem gay. Number two, trans women are desirable to men who identify as straight as well. Number three, men who identify as gay do not date or desire trans women. Number four, sexual orientations are gay, lesbian, bisexual, and pansexual. Number five, identities are trans, queer, non-binary, gender, non-conforming. I'm sorry. Number six, male and man are different constructs. Number seven, female and woman are different constructs. Lastly, PrEP is so needed in all of our communities, not just LGBTQ. Black woman, please talk to your PCP about PrEP. Thank you, Nene Leaks, for having me on your show. This is a difficult conversation for a lot of people, and thanks for having fun with me. Okay. Now,
do you
a lot. So, and even T.S. Madison came out and said that she doesn't think that Nene is transphobic, right? Now, let me get into what I got to say. And my opinion is opposing, and I'll tell you why. But just listen to what I'm saying before you bring your dog ass in here and call me a transphobe. And I'm talking about somebody in particular. Okay? Number one, there's two things here. Is Nene transphobic, or does Nene not understand what this is and she needs to be more so educated on the matter? Because there are people who may not be transphobic but don't understand what this is and need to be educated on what this is. Because as a man that identifies as LGBTQ, as a man that identifies as gay, there's a lot of things about the trans community that I don't understand. There's some things that involves trans people that I have to learn. It doesn't make me transphobic. I just don't understand, and I'm not equipped to understand because I don't have the education. I used to feel like when it come down to like when it was like when I first came into it, I didn't understand the trans thing. Like I didn't understand it at all. Like I don't understand it, whatever, right? I used to think that when people were transitioning, they transition like everything changed. But then I realized that not everybody does the entire shebang. I had to learn that. I too used to believe that when people were trans, like if a man dealt with a trans woman, I used to think that, well, if he dated a trans woman, then he gay. I used to think that shit too. But as I got older and as I realized trans women are women too, because let's be honest here, there are trans men out here that are fine as a motherfucker. And when I find out that they're trans men, I'll be fucking surprised because I'm not looking at what they carry down below. I'm looking at what I'm seeing on the outside. And all I see is a fine ass nigga, no matter what he holds down there. So all I'm seeing is a fine ass man. You know, me and T have absolutely said on multiple occasions that that some of these trans men be fine as fuck. We have said that, and they do be fine now. We're attracted to the outer exterior of that person. We're not looking at the genitalia, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, that's not what we're looking at. We're attracted by the outer appearance. I remember it was like one of my straight homeboys back home or something like that. And I knew that this person was trans, and he was talking about how fine they were and stuff like that. And I told him that that's a trans woman. And he was like, "You mean to tell me that's a man?" I said, "It's not a man. It's a trans woman. It's not a man. It's a trans woman." You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's a trans woman. That's not a man. And it doesn't make you gay because you're attracted to this trans woman. You see what the outer appearance is. The physical attraction is what you saw. The way she looks and presents herself is what you saw. You wasn't thinking about none of that. All you see is the physical appearance. So therefore, that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a trans woman. That don't make you gay. What you saw was a woman. You never would have known it was trans if I didn't say nothing. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So these are all things that I had to learn myself. I still don't understand certain things in regards to, you know, transgender people because I'm not transgender. And there may be some things that I'll probably never fucking understand. But the things that Nene has stated, I feel like most people have thought that in their past before they educated themselves on what it means to be a trans person. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like everybody has thought that at some point in time. And I feel like we should normalize owning up to the fact that we have had, you know, bigot mindsets or ignorant mindsets when it comes down to certain things. You feel what I'm saying? Like we have all had those. And I don't mind saying that. I definitely had those thoughts. I definitely thought that. Like I never could understand what it was. So, you know what I mean? I don't think that Nene is transphobic. I just think that she just doesn't know. And also, she comes from a different time period as well. So it doesn't make her transphobic. She just doesn't know. And I expect somebody of her age to say something like that. I do. And that doesn't mean that she's a bad person or nothing like that at all. I promise you that ain't what I'm saying. I expect her to say that due to the age range. I expect that from her. Because that's how most people around that age be thinking. So it's up to her on whether or not she's willing to know what's going on or that she's willing to learn. You got to deal with people that's willing to learn, and you got to deal with people who is willing to, teach it. So just because a person don't understand, that don't necessarily make them transphobic. And I'm in need for people to normalize allowing people to learn things and not putting labels on them. Because if I say something about something and I don't necessarily, and that's the main thing that I have an issue with my community, is that we're quick to label people phobic all the time when it may not even be like that. It's a bit of ignorance, and I don't really think they're phobic. I just think they really don't know. I just don't think they really know. I don't understand. There's some things that I don't know. Like, I'm still learning the non-binary thing. I don't understand the non-binary thing. I don't understand that. I'm trying to learn. I didn't really know a person that was non-binary until I met JT. Because she, went by non-binary from the time I met her. She was non-binary. So I didn't understand what that was either. I didn't. So I had to learn that. So I just feel as though it's not about being phobic. It's just that people don't know. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm only speaking in this. I think I'm speaking in this manner because I'm one of those people that don't, and I'm gay and don't really be knowing shit. I don't know. I don't know what it is to be transgender. I don't understand everything about being transgender because I'm not that. So I don't know. But if you're willing to teach me, that's fine. But don't step on my front yard calling me a transphobe just because you don't like what the fuck I said. Educate me, and maybe then I understand it better. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah. Let me see. I think the phobia stems from her saying that she doesn't want a man that will want Matic. I still don't even think that's phobia. I think that it's ignorance is what it is, because she's still in that mindset that a trans woman is still a man. She still thinks that a trans woman is a man because it goes right back to when a woman says that I don't want a man that's bisexual. I don't want a man that's been fucking another man in his past. So if you fucked a man before, I don't want to fuck you either. That's the type of mindset that she's coming from. I don't really think that that's phobia. It's more of ignorance than anything. That's what I think that is. I think that's ignorance and not phobia. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. But, that's all I really got on that. And that's all I really got to say for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show for what it gave. I really had a good time with this show today. I love talking to y'all on live. I really do. I prefer going live over pre-recorded any day, but whatever. You feel what I'm saying? I'm about to go on and get up out of here. I'm about to go up here to the store, honey. I got to go up here to the store and get me a couple of things from the store. But I'll talk to you guys on the next video, and I love you guys. And there will be no Chasing Panel tomorrow, as I stated to you guys before, because there will be no episode of Chasing Dallas. However, y'all will still get some content early in the day tomorrow because I have to film tomorrow night. So I will see you guys later. Shout out to all my moderators, from Too Feisty to Andrea to Harold to Payne to Tracy to Soulful Dog to who else was in here? I think Sharice was in here too. Sharice, Patches, everybody, just everybody. Catherine. I'll be going back and forth all day trying to find everybody. But shout out to all the moderators that were here tonight. I really appreciate you guys. Norris, the Jail Slayer. I appreciate all of you. I'm out of here, you guys, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Be on the lookout for the music content as well as the housewife character analysis on Drew Sidora. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
focus on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance now, twerking on shit live.
Bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin. Slapping ass on his dick, cock goblin. Gobble up his dick, bitch, a cock goblin. Fuck him in his face, bitch, a cock goblin.
Attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out just fat.